Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Get started here in a few minutes. I want you to jump on, I guess. Welcome in. Got a live blind coming up here in a few minutes. Just getting things set up. But we'll get started right at 7 o'clock. Tonight's going to be a cigar blend blind. So get started on that right away. We got 4 cigar blends that we're going to run through tonight, but doing them in blind, so find out who comes out on top. So I've got all of them already poured up. I'm going to go ahead and get started really soon. Just got them in my blind here. Gives me a chance to spin them around and let's see which one comes out. Welcome in, welcome in. So I'll run through the bottles that we're going to do in the blind tonight. First one is the new Blade & Bow 12-year. This bottle right here is a Solara cast finished 12-year Blade & Bow. It's one of my favorite bottles this year. It's I think this might end up being whiskey of the year for me. But this one comes in at 104 proof. Next bottle is going to be the Penelope Cigar blend, or cigar, what do they call this one? It's chapter 1, yeah, the cigar blend that Penelope produced, but it's American whiskey. It's not actual bourbon, so there's a little bit of blend of Canadian in there, I'm pretty sure. Next one's going to be a Cooper and Cass cigar blend. This was a private barrel select from one of my favorite liquor stores in Austin. And the last one is Wheel Horse cigar blend. Most of these bottles are available. I think the hardest one to find is going to be the Penelope cigar blend. I think that one's not real easy to find. I've seen this Blade & Bow 12-year sitting on the shelf today, so I know this one's around a $30-$40 bottle. This one's around a $50-$60 bottle. This one's a $50-$60 bottle. And then wherever you can find this at MSRP, it's also a $60 bottle. So nothing like a Magnus or anything else like that is going to be in the blind tonight. It's just going to be a normal cigar blends that are readily available and readily accessible. And we'll see who comes out on top. But I've got them poured up. Just a couple more minutes and I'll go ahead and get started with the blind. But we're looking at, what I say, this one was 104. Yeah, 104. This one is one proof. These are the proof points. This one is really hot. This one is 122, no, 123.2. So a little bit hotter blend on that cigar blend. It's almost cast strength. So, and then the wheel horse coming in at last place is going to be 101. So pretty even lineup. I think that all of these are pretty decent blends, but I'm really excited to see if this Blade and Bow 12 year, like I said, I think this one's going to be my whiskey of the year. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the blind and see what it does. But I've got them all poured up, so I'm going to go ahead and spin them. Get them mixed up in the blind. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started at 7 o'clock and right on the dot. So like I said, this is part of my summer blend, summer finish series. This one is the cigar blends. So I've gone through port finishes, I've gone through toasted finishes, I've gone through everything but sherry. Sherry's going to be my last one of the month, and that one's going to be the last one of the summer finish series. But for tonight, it's going to be the cigar blend, like I said. Got them all poured up, hoping this one wins, but that's why we do blinds, is to make sure that we find out the truth behind whether or not they're any good. So we're going to start off with this glass right here, and then I'll go in clockwise succession, just smelling and tasting them. That one smells really good. I like the smell of that one. Okay, it's not as sweet as I think as the nose pronounced, but it does have a lot of flavor in it, and I think that one would be able to hold up to a cigar pretty well. It does pack a lot of red fruit in it, so there is a hint of sweetness on the back end. So we're going to go in for this one. Glass number 2. Yeah, glass number 2 doesn't have a really good strong nose on it. I don't know how this would hold up against a cigar, but a whole lot of sweetness there. But it doesn't seem like the finish is there. It's not giving me a whole lot of red fruits, a whole lot of cinnamon, or a whole lot of oak influence coming through. Something on that feels like that it just needs a little bit more. Maybe it's not finished as much. So glass number 3. This one smells really good. Well, there's an off note on that one. Getting a minerality note, kind of like Flintstone vitamins on that one. Not sure. That one's probably my least favorite so far. I don't taste the sweetness. I don't taste any of the finishes on there in order for it to stand up to a cigar smoke. That one just has that Flintstone vitamin note at the end. Not my favorite. And then we have the last glass. Okay, that one's good. That one's a whole lot of sweetness, a whole lot of ripe fruit, getting deep red apple off of it, getting a lot of influence of sweetness from the oak. It's got some legs covered in glass. So right now it's between glass number 4 and glass number 2 for my winner. That's really good. Man, those two are very equal. I really can't. Man, that's really good. This by far is going to be in last place. Glass number 3 is in last place. This one's going to be in third place. Just put that there so I know which one is which. All right, glass number 2 and 4. This one's going to be the difficult part because both of them are equal in flavor. Both of them, I think, have excellent flavor profiles. Okay. So after going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I mean, this one's really tough, but I'm gonna have to give glass 2 in first place. No, I'm changing that. I don't think that one is where I want to go. Go back one more time. There's something about glass 2 that glass 4 doesn't have, I think. Okay. Damn, this one's really hard. No, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put glass 4 in first place and glass 2 in second place. This one is that. Okay. I went back and forth for a while, but I just think that there was something a little bit more as far as what we'd be able to hold up against the cigar smoke, a little bit more of a finish in glass 4 versus glass 2. Glass 2 is a fantastic bourbon. I mean, I don't think that it has the finish in order to hold up to a cigar smoke. So we're going to go ahead and reveal these and see which one came out on top. Like I said, this one, the glass that came in last place had a mineral note, a little bit of a Flintstone vitamin note. It's not my favorite. Whenever I get that note in there, it just overpowers everything else, and you're supposed to be able to taste the finish on these cigar blends. So, and I couldn't taste the finish at all. All I could taste was mineral. So, this one, okay. Coming in last place is the Wheel Horse. This one's finished in port, cognac, sherry, and Armagnac cask. I couldn't taste any of that. All I could taste was a mineral note. So Wheel Horse comes in last place. Coming in third place is the Penelope Cigar Sessions. Not a bad bourbon, not a bad bottle. I just wasn't my favorite tonight. Coming in second place is going to be this Cooper and Cass. This is picked by Oak Liquor Cabinet in Austin, Texas. It's one of my favorite liquor stores. Fantastic blend that they picked, and it's a cigar blend. It comes in second place. That means that the Blade & Bow Solera Reserve 12-year comes in first place, which I'm not shocked by, because this bottle actually was my favorite cigar blend that I've had this year. I think that this is a fantastic bottle, and it's really good priced, and it has, so the Solera cask is actually finished in, these are different cognac casks, different port casks and stuff like that they finish these great big giant vats that they actually finish those in. So it's a fantastic bottle. It's a 12-year-old. It's got a good blend to it. I absolutely love it. So that one, I'm not shocked that it actually came in first place, but it was really tough between these two. I went back and forth for a while. This Cooper and Cass cigar blend is a fantastic blend. I know this one is a barrel pick, so it makes it a little bit more pronounced and a little bit better flavor, especially if you like that person who does the picks palate. But it held up against this Solera cask, and I think this Solera cask might be my whiskey of the year. So I'm absolutely loving this bottle, but this one's fantastic too. So anyway, this was the cigar blind that I was doing this week. So I do have a couple of bottles that I picked up yesterday that I'm really wanting to showcase, and I'll pull those out here in a minute. I'm just trying to pull up some information on them real quick. So, yeah, go pick that bottle up. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry the chat wasn't showing up on screen for a minute, but yeah, if you have a chance to pick up any of these two bottles right here are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. If you see this on the shelf, this one's a $60 bottle. It's absolutely fantastic. It holds its own against cigar smoke. I smoke a few cigars every once in a while with these, and this one, by far, absolutely does the trick. I mean, so there's your podium. Like I said, first place, second place, third place. The only bottle that I did not like was this Wheel Horse. That Wheel Horse, I don't know if you've had that bottle. So the funny thing about Wheel Horse is it's actually distilled by Green River, and I love Green River. But this one has a mineral funk to it that I just don't like. So I don't know why it has that funk to it, but it does. It has that funk. Let's see if blending them together actually makes that funk go away. Because I really did not like that mineral note. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, there it is. There's the mineral note. Thought I got rid of it, but it's still there. Yeah. Hate wasting these. These are actually fantastic bottles. So, I don't know if you saw my videos yesterday for my mail calls, but I got 2 Bardstown bottles sent to me, and I wanted to showcase those and live tonight too. So this one right here is finished in Garyana oak. This one is the new Discovery bottle. They're going with a vintage name now instead of naming them Disco. Like this is actually Disco 14, but they're calling it the 2026 Discovery instead of Disco 14, which I'm really shocked about. But I guess they're going with a vintage name system now. But this is the new Bardstown Discovery bottle that they sent me to review. And I'm really excited about this. Like I said, it's a blend of straight oak whiskeys finished in Garyana oak barrels. This comes in at 56.4 alcohol by volume. And this one is 55% Indiana 10-year, mash bill of 75-21-04. So that's 75% corn, 21% malted barley, and 4% rye. And it's 25% Kentucky 11-year, mash bill 74-18-8. 20% Kentucky 7-year, 74-16-10. So you got 2 blends of Kentucky and Indiana in here. So look out for this bottle. This one is going to be released on the 21st. I'm going to do a review on this bottle this weekend. So look forward to that. I'm really excited that Bardstown trusts me enough to be able to review some of their products. So I'm really excited about that bottle. But they also sent me another bottle. And I wanted to showcase it on the live as well. Because these both are finished bottles. So they fit right in with my Sweet Summer Finish series. But the packaging on this is fantastic. I mean, look at that packaging. You can't really beat that packaging. Front and back. Really excited that this one was sent to me. I'm a big fan of the Discovery series. I have Disco 10, Disco 12, and Disco 13. I missed out on Disco 11. Now I have Discovery 2026 that I'll be reviewing this weekend. And the other bottle they sent me was this one. This bottle is very unique. This one is finished in cask from the Isles of Jura. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, This one is the Locks of Ura barrel finish bottle. So this bottle is also going to be released on the 21st. This is a blend of straight whiskeys finished in a single malt Scotch whiskey barrels, and it's called the Locks of Ura. And you can see that bottle there. Fantastic bottle design, label design, love that. So this one is finished in ex-bourbon barrels that were then used for sherry, and then they were finishing Scotch in those ex-sherry barrels that were ex-bourbon barrels. So yeah, it says ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks used to age single malt were filled with a bespoke blend of straight bourbon and rye, and then finished for 32 months. So I'm really excited to try this one. This one's a I love Bardstown, and I'm really glad to be partnering with them to try some of their newest releases, and these two are the newest ones that you're going to be able to get. Like I said, on the 21st, those will be available on the 21st. This one is a 49% blend of Indiana 11-year, mash bill 75 21.4, 30% Indiana 10-year, mash bill 95.5. So that's straight MGP 95.5 rye. Fantastic. So the favorite bottle that I have, my WLW, William LaRue Weller. That's my favorite bottle I have. But these were just sent to me, and I'm looking forward to these. The last one in this blend is a 21% Kentucky 12-year, 75 13 12. So look out for this bottle. Yeah. Well, thank you for the advice. I usually just ignore people if they try and troll me on my channel, but I appreciate the advice. But Bardstown, by the way, is also sending me something else to review. I don't know exactly what it is, but I got an email that I'm getting something else from them to review as well. So I'll be doing an unboxing video on that as soon as I get it. But look forward to that. But fantastic bottle designs. So I've had several distilleries that I reached out to that have actually sponsored me. So the way I reach out to their marketing teams, and I ask them, hey, is there some samples that you can send me to review? So Bardstown, this is the first Bardstown ones that I've gotten. I've gotten some from Green River. I got this one from Green River. This one was the Distillery Select. This one is their toasted one. This one, they only released in 375 milliliters. And it was a Distillery Select. You can only pick it up in Kentucky. But they sent me a bottle for me to review of that. And they sent me this honey one. So I have videos of that if you want to check those out. But I've partnered with Green River. I partnered with Bardstown. Partnered with several other distilleries as well. So yeah. That I heard that Bardstown pineapple one was really hard to get a hold of. I heard that they only made like 150 bottles of it, so it was like really, really hard to get a hold of. Oh, you found it in stores. Awesome. Yeah, Bardstown, the MSRP on these two bottles right here is $139.99, so about $140. So They can be a little bit expensive, especially the Discovery series. If everybody starts gravitating to a certain 149 for the pineapple, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I'm really not. Uh, this little 375 milliliter bottle from Green River was $75, and it wasn't even a full 750. So prices are getting up there. I'm not surprised by that. So just run through one more time for the people who joined late. This was my cigar blend blind. So this 12-year Blade and Bow came out on top. This is the Solara finished. This Cooper and Cass cigar blend, there was a store pick, came in second, and the Penelope Cigar Sessions came in third. This one right here, I would highly recommend you avoid. Oh yeah, that Copper and Cass almost won for me tonight too. That Copper and Cass is a fantastic cigar blend. I mean, and Joseph Magnus and Blunt blend from Dark Arts. I haven't seen the Blunt blend. I've seen Joseph Magnus, and I've had a pour of Joseph Magnus, and yeah, it's pretty good. This one surprised me the most, and I didn't throw it in the blind, and I should have kicked out that wheel horse. But this is Old Elk. This is their punch cut. This one surprised me the most. When I first tried it, I didn't like it, but it opened up a lot after I tried it. Man, that smells so good. So the Old Elk punch cut is actually straight bourbon whiskey finished in Armagnac and sherry barrels, and straight wheat whiskey finished in wine and port barrels. So they did a blend for this one. I love this bottle. This one's probably right up there with this Solara, Solara cast finish from Blade and Bow. But I think this Blade and Bow and this Copper and Cass, they are so far above the ones that I put in the blind tonight. Yeah. Get rid of that vitamin note. That one's not good. But now, since I'm interested, let's throw the Old Elk in there and see what happens. Because that Old Elk is a fantastic bottle in its own right. If I get this right. So we're going to go ahead and throw that Old Elk in here and see what comes out of it. Stop the numbers on these so I can reuse these. You need to set right. They ain't sitting right. They ain't sitting right either. Okay, these got all mixed up when I did it. I don't know how, but they did. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and run through these with that Old Elk in it. Okay. So I'm going to keep Blade and Bow in there. I'm going to keep the copper and cask, and I'm going to keep the Penelope cigar sessions. I'm going to take out this wheel horse. This wheel horse was terrible. Do not recommend. Did not like that. But we're going to add in the Old Elk Punch Cut cigar blend. And that'll be number 4. So let's get these poured up and we'll get them mixed up and we'll see what happens with this. That's sitting right. So it doesn't want to sit right. So this one's going to be 2 blinds tonight. First blind, Blade and Bow 12-year one. But we're going to throw in the Old Elk and run through the blind one more time. See if it changes. There we go. Let's see if this changes. So now in this blind, I have the Blade and Bow 12-year Solara cast finish. I have a copper and cask cigar blend, Penelope cigar sessions, chapter 1, and Old Elk punch cut. So let's see if this actually changes the blind at any. Love all of these bottles. They're fantastic. So, good more spin. Okay. Let's go in. First glass. Oh, that smells really good. Oh, it's just deep, dark red fruit for days. A whole lot of sweetness on the palate. That one's fantastic. I like that one a lot. Going for glass number 2. Oh, this one smells really good too. Getting some brown sugars off the nose. Oh, that one's more. The first glass. Oh, that ain't right. Okay. So the first glass had a lot of fruit on it. This one's more savory, but it's still really, really good, and it still would sort of stand up there. This one smells really good too. It's a little bit lighter though. This one's more wood, oak, and a little bit more wood tannins coming through on it. This one's very light, but it still has that sweetness. I think that right now, I'm leaning towards the first glass more than anything, but let's go in for the last one. Oh, this one smells fantastic. You can actually smell the finish on this one. Smell the sherry. I think this one's sherry finished. And Armagnac. Yeah. Okay. So this last one gives more of a raisin profile, a raisin note on the end of it. I don't know if that's really my flavor profile for a cigar. I don't want to taste like California raisins or anything else like that. Midwinter's Night's Dram gives me a raisin note on it as well. Yeah, I'm getting raisin. Yeah, that one's raisin for days. I'm going back to these two, glass number 1 and glass number 2. This one's fruit forward. Get a fruit cocktail nose. Yeah, that one's fruit cocktail. A lot of red fruits, a lot of sweetness coming through. This one's more savory. More the oak influence coming through on this one. Man, this one's really tough too. These two by far are better than these two. I go back and forth between 1 and 2. I think 1 is more sweet. I think that one adds a little bit more whenever you taste it against a cigar. I think that one's going to win. And I think these two are a little bit lacking, but I would put this one in third place and this one in last place. So I'll pull that out. This one's going in third place. This one's going in second place. Put that right there. This one's going in first place. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way so we can reveal who won the second blind. You're not gonna stay, are you? We'll just set that down here. There we go. All right, let's reveal who won the second blind. Coming in at last place is glass number 3. That's going to be the Penelope Cigar Sessions. That came in last place. Coming in third place is glass number 4. That's going to be the Old Elk Punch Cut. I don't know why, I got a really strong raisin note off of that tonight. I don't normally get that off of that bottle. Coming in second place, it's going to be the Cooper and Cass. That means the Blade & Bow Solara came in first place. So not much changed. The only difference is this knocked out Penelope out of my blind, my first blind. So Blade & Bow 12-year Solara cast finish wins again. Coming in second place is Cooper and Cass Cigar Blend. Old Elk comes in third place, knocks out the Penelope Cigar Sessions. So not really much changed on that. I don't know why I got such a strong raisin note off of that Old Elk tonight, but so glad I threw it in there though. this blend ought to be a lot better than the previous one with that wheel horse in it. Did not like that wheel horse. Give me something with a Flintstone vitamin note, and I'm going to turn it down almost every single time. So, see if this tones down that raisin note from that old elk. Yeah, that's a fantastic blend. Yeah, no George Dickel for me. You know, the funny thing, I've tasted White Dog George Dickel, and it doesn't have that mineral note. So I don't know if it's when they cut it, if they add water that is high in mineral content or something like that, and that's what gives it that mineral note, or if it's the barrel that they're choosing to age this in. And I'm pretty sure, I think it's going to be the water that they cut it with to prove it down. So I've had some fantastic bottles that were sourced from George Dickel that actually taste really good, and they don't have that mineral note. I forget which bottle it is. Back here? Yeah. It's back here. Give me a second, guys. This bottle's sourced from George Dickel, and it's fantastic. Matter of fact, it is a 17-year-old George Dickel, and that bottle's fantastic. So if you see this bottle, know that it's actually sourced from George Dickel, but it's actually good. It doesn't have the mineral note. There you go. Get a good view of it. I don't know why, but this one doesn't have that mineral note on it. But it's 100% sourced from George Dickel. Come on. Yeah. That was good. Has a glass topper on it, so it's kind of hard to get out. Just straight oak bomb, a lot of wood, sugars, everything else like that, but no mineral note. And I don't understand why. I think it's the water that they're cutting it with that gives it that mineral note. And then maybe this one's not cut by them. Maybe this one is actually, since it's sourced, it's actually cut by whoever sourced it. Fantastic bottle. This one's kind of expensive just because of the age, but 108 proof, 100% George Dickel, 17 years. We'll put that back. Fantastic bottle, by the way. But like I said, I've had White Dog by George Dickel. It doesn't have that mineral note on it. So I really think it's what they're using to cut their barrels with that gives it that mineral note. Alright guys, that is the blind tonight. I ran through 2 different blinds. One with the wheel horse in it, one with the old elk in it. Not much changed anyway. Blade and Bow Solera Cask came in first. Copper and Cask Cigar Blend came in second. And this one bumped out Penelope in third place in the second one, but Penelope got third in the first one when Wheel Horse was on it, and they got fourth place when wheel horse was removed and Old Elk was added. So not much changed with the pole position though. But thank y'all for joining. This one was fantastic. I like a cigar blend. I like a really good cigar blend too. Y'all have a great night too, and hopefully you can get some of these bottles. Like I said, this one I saw on the shelf today. Uh, so it's a fantastic bottle. Pick it up. If you can find a copper and cast cigar blend, I highly recommend you pick it up as well. But that'll do it for my blind tonight for Whiskey Wednesday, and we'll continue our finishing series next week. And then next week's going to be the sherry cast finish, so look forward to that. And I'll be reviewing these two bottles right here from Bardstown this weekend, so look forward to that as well. Thank y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all in the next blind.